one of the questions we ask in the interview process is, what are you passionate about? And if I take somebody like Scott Stolwick, for example, when we were interviewing him, this is going back 5 years ago, he was passionate about selling and passionate about developing salespeople.
Most software salesmen will refer to support as revenue prevention. And the minute I got to Excel4apps, I knew that it was different. In fact, some of the first prospects I brought to Sean and his support team needed additional features in the software. And anywhere I had worked in the past, it's just a deal breaker. You know, go sell what we have.
We don't try and push products down their throat. We really try and understand what their needs are, where their pain points are, and then we try and work with them to understand what is required from us to help them solve the problems that they have. We try and do the right thing.
And the first thing out of Sean's mouth was, when can I talk to the customer to find out what their business requirements are? And literally, he has added things like different ledger types and different full feature sets to the software within a few days. So here at Excel4apps, fanatical support means revenue.
But I'm very, very passionate again about making sure that our support doesn't get any less attention than it deserves, because I feel it's one of the most important parts of our business, and we get many accolades from our customers about how impressed they are with how quickly we respond and how quickly we resolve issues.
It is really pleasing to see in our business how quickly we respond to calls, and how many times a customer will come back to us and actually respond on a case and say, wow, that was really just impressive and thank you so much.
We really have a follow the sun support strategy. If we have a customer, maybe a case that doesn't get resolved by the end of day in the Americas, our support desk the next day picks it up in Australia, and they basically work that case. That case then gets progressed. If Asia Pac isn't able to resolve it, it gets passed over to our EMEA time zone. And so by the next day, when that case comes back, America basically wakes up. There's if not one, but maybe even two responses on that case that's ready to go back to the customer.
From the top down, really, there's really a huge process efficiency, passionate feeling around making sure we get it right the first time. So whether that be from the product and Sean and Grant developing, through to all our internal processes, as well as the selection of software such as Salesforce.
It's just seamless. The feedback or the questions are tied right to the project. I don't have to sort through emails to know where we're at. Everyone knows where we're at, and I can easily copy the right people in on those, and it's just made my job easier, more efficient. I'm able to focus on more important things than the administrative pieces of managing all of those products, and it's just amazing. It's made a real difference to me.
Making sure that the processes we put in place are automated as much as possible, so there's no manual intervention needed, so that we can really scale up as the company grows over the next few years.
I've seen a lot of companies in my work life that grew very rapidly, and they'll end up becoming a bit of a mess internally. The automation behind our business is one of the key things that I want to focus on and keep front of mind, that we don't lose track of that.
We're still young enough and energetic enough as a company to really care. So fanatical support is the DNA of this company, and that's why I love working for this company.
To a customer, we're literally changing the way they do business, the way they report out of their ERP. And I've been introduced to financial analysts, controllers that literally stood up from their desks, walked across the office and hugged me when they found out I was from Excel4apps.
We have a video that one of our customers made where he's describing our product and how he's been waiting 20 years for this product, and that's absolutely awesome for us to hear things like that.
Just sitting through, going through the demonstrations, talking about all the benefits, and one of our customers just went down to a bag, pulled out a number of pieces of paper, which actually turned out to be reports that she generated on the train on the way down to the roadshow. And you could see how passionate she was about explaining what she could do, and she literally said to me, if I didn't have GeoWand, I believe in this company.
They've reduced their reporting time frames from sometimes weeks through to just hours. I mean, in terms of time frames, compression, pressure on them from their senior exec in terms of getting the reports out, it just makes their lives so much easier, and they can focus on doing other things.
I just love it. It makes me passionate about what I do. I love helping people. If I can free up an hour in someone's day, I know what it's like to have an extra hour with your family, with your friends, with your child, or just doing something that you love. So I'm really passionate about helping people and providing a solution that helps them.
As an organisation, and I think as people who work for Excel4apps, we always want to do the right thing. I think we have a high level of ethics.
It's not an objective within our organisation. I think it really is a core value.
And it's the culture of this company. We work hard, but we have a lot of fun in what we do.
I came into the office on a Friday morning and was looking at the feedback and chatter of Salesforce from the day before, and started to see notes in there about this amazing sales day that we had had from the day before, and the amount of POs that came in were just record-breaking for us. And our CEO McKaylee had sent a note to the company that said, because of this milestone, let today be known as Big Friday, and we will always remember it.
Wanting to celebrate success, McKaylee, our CEO, asked me to coordinate an event. Effectively, what we did for a day was get to drive with a professional instructor Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsche GTs, Audi R8s, just about every car a little boy dreams about, right? And I promise you, when we were done, 4 or 5 hours of driving, we were all spent, shaking from the adrenaline dump, and laughing at the same time because it was the most fun we had ever had in a single day.